Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. So I've been putting off talking about our gutter situation for way too long. Every fall I find myself dragging out that old rickety ladder and scooping all the wet leaves and gunk out of our gutters and wondering, why do I do this to myself year after year? There's gotta be a better solution for this annual ritual of misery. That's what led me to research LeafGuard. After living with their system for about 8 months now, I've got enough experience to tell you whether it actually works or if it's just another expensive way to solve a problem you can just handle yourself. Today I'm going to walk you through exactly how LeafGuard performs, what the installation process looks like, whether the price, naturally, makes sense. LeafGuard ain't some screen or cover you add to existing gutters. They actually replace your entire system. The company started back in 1993 with a pretty clever concept. It's one continuous piece of aluminum with a curved hood built right into the design. The science behind it is liquid adhesion. Basically, water naturally follows surfaces, so it curves right down into the gutter while leaves, twigs, and debris just slide off the edge. No mesh that can clog, no separate pieces that might fail over time. When their estimator came out, he actually demonstrated this whole water flowing thing during rain conditions. The whole thing makes sense when you see it in action. Water just follows the curve, while the debris slides right off. The installation surprised me with how smooth it went. I was expecting something terrible, but they showed up on time. They had everything custom made for our house measurements. The whole job was finished in like a day. And I gotta say, seeing them haul away those old beat up gutters, pretty satisfying. I swear, those things were held together by rust and pure stubbornness at that point. Everything starts with a free estimate that you can schedule online or by phone. The representative comes out, he measures everything, answers your questions, and provides a quote right there. Now, their sales approach was direct, but not overly pushy. They wanted an answer fairly quickly, but I didn't feel like uncomfortable about taking time to decide. Once you commit, they handle the whole process. They remove the old gutters, they custom build the system, and installing everything takes like a day for most homes. Now, if you got like a complex roof line, it might take longer, but standard installations are typically one-day jobs. You don't need to be home during the entire installation, though naturally I'd recommend being around at least at the start to make sure everyone understands the plan. And if they got any questions, you should be able to answer that. The curved hood design really is the key feature here. I've noticed that during heavy rains, water flows smoothly into the gutter while everything else slides right off. After our first major storm, after the installation, I expected to see some terrible backup or overflow issues, the norm, but the system performed exactly as promised. Okay, let's get into costs, because that's probably your concern. LeafGuard systems are custom built for each home, so they don't publish a fixed price list. But just to give you an idea, their financing examples on their website often refer to an assumed job cost of around $7,800. This figure, along with your actual purchase price and monthly payment, will differ based on the size and location of your home and the specific requirements of your custom LeafGuard system. They've got financing options starting at around $99 a month, though you gotta understand the interest rates before committing to it. Honestly, the most accurate way to just price your situation is get their free in-home estimate. It takes like an hour, and it gives you actual numbers for your specific setup. If you're considering LeafGuard, I've got a link in the description that connects you with special offers not available through their website. So after pushing a year now with the system, here's what I can tell you about day-to-day performance. The maintenance-free claim totally holds up. We've experienced several major storms, including some rough downpours, and water flows right off without any clogs or overflows. The curved design sheds debris exactly as advertised. Leaves just slide right off during windy conditions. It's wild. The installation quality proved solid throughout different weather conditions. The seamless construction means there's no joints that can leak or sections that might sag over time. Those were some constant problems with our previous setup. Also, the ice performance, it's wild. Okay, we had this brutal ice storm this past winter, and obviously I was expecting some damage, but it held up perfectly. This level of peace of mind during severe weather, it's so weird to me, but it has real value. And they have a lifetime guarantee, which is like real. We did have some construction debris get caught in one section, and no question, they came out, cleared it, no charge. Customer service was straightforward and responsive when I needed them. Since these are the two biggest names in gutter protection, let me break down their different approaches. LeafFilter installs this micro mesh system over your existing gutters. So if your current system is in good condition, this approach can definitely save money up front. Their mesh is extremely fine, like real tiny. It's designed to block even the smallest debris, like pine needles and sand. Now, of course, the trade-off is occasional maintenance, because that fine mesh can collect buildup on top, especially if you live in heavy wooded areas. Most users need to get up there and brush or spray it clean like once or twice a year. It's not a huge burden, but it's not completely maintenance free. LeafFilter pricing typically runs $15 to $45 per linear foot, depending on a lot of things, since they're adding protection to existing gutters. So for a same 200-foot installation, you're looking at roughly $3,000 to $4,000. LeafGuard costs more, at around $20 to $70 per linear foot, but delivers that true set and forget operation. Once installed, you really just don't think about gutters anymore. It's great. The choice comes down to your current gutter condition and maintenance preferences. If your gutters need replacing anyway, and you want that zero maintenance thing, LeafGuard makes sense. If your gutters are fine and you don't mind occasional light cleaning, LeafFilter offers good protection at a lower cost. So complete picture, what's worked well and what hasn't been perfect. The design totally delivers on its core promises. It's seamless, it's this one-piece construction, it eliminates leak points, and everything looks clean and professional. The curved hood handles heavy rainfall without spillover, and the debris management works exactly as described. Installation, efficient, professional. The crew knew their business. They cleaned up thoroughly and completed everything in their actual promised time frame without any complications. The biggest benefit, like I said, this true maintenance-free operation. In 8 months, I have not touched those gutters once. No ladder time, no cleanup sessions, no storm-related worries. Now, the sales process felt more aggressive than I'd prefer. They push for same-day decisions. I mean, that makes me uncomfortable initially. I had to be firm about, I need time to consider this investment properly. And their price point is definitely at a premium. Though you're paying for a long-term solution that should last for decades to come. So the value proposition makes sense if you factor in the years of avoided maintenance and potential water damage prevention. Now, fine debris like pine needles or sand can still find its way in occasionally. Not enough to cause clogs or problems, but you gotta understand, no system is 100% perfect and blocks absolutely everything. So after living with LeafGuard for a year, it's delivered on its core promises. Like, the peace of mind from eliminating those gutter worries justified the investment for our situation, at least, no question. LeafGuard makes the most sense if you're dealing with constant gutter problems and your current system needs replacement anyway. Yes, the upfront cost is significant, but long-term, the elimination of the hassle and time savings proved actually valuable, like monetarily. LeafFilter represents the better financial choice if your existing gutters are in decent shape and you don't mind those minimal occasional maintenance. Both options totally beat spending weekends on ladders dealing with clogged gutters, thinking, wow, that's a long way down. And we can all appreciate at least that. I've included my affiliate links for LeafGuard in the description below. If you use these links, it'll give you access to special discounts while supporting the channel. Now let me know, what has been your worst gutter maintenance experience? Share your stories in the comments because I need validation here. I gotta hear that other people have dealt with the same situations that I have over the years. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.